Hello and welcome back to another video. So in this one I am currently running late because I'm meant to be on a job. It's 6:10 and I was meant to be there at 6 o'clock. Well, we are going back to the vaults, the coffee shop that's got the vaults down in the basement. So we're going to go there, do a drain service, jet all our drains through, and then we are going to go to a fire station, which is the next day, and we're going to do some rainwater gullies. So if you like the video, leave a like. If you can leave a comment, that'd be brilliant. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you.
If you like this video, give a thumbs up and make sure to hit subscribe at the end.
So here we are back in the basement. So if you remember back to a previous video, we have to go through this hatch in the wall. Behind this hatch in the wall, there's a manhole, and we should be able to jet the drainage through from there. So just down here is our manhole. So what we'll do is we'll lift that up. We've already got the jetting hose down here. And yeah, we're going to jet all the branches in this manhole. It doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, that's a handily one. So jetting these drains through 6 monthly was a recommendation from our last visit. If you remember back, they had water under the liner. So what we did is suggested that we come here every 6 months, jet everything through and make sure everything's flowing nicely. Which swings around to the right. Yeah, it does. This is the one that's blocked over there. Okay, so we'll start by jetting the main line, which swings round to the right hand side. I don't actually know where this drain goes to. But yeah, it was full of sewage last time we were here, so I'm expecting it to be quite dirty. So we'll do the usual, we'll jet on about 2000 psi. Okay, so straight away you can tell by the colour of the water that this is overdue jetting. It probably hasn't been jetted for a long time. I know we've not done it, but finally they're getting their recommendations done. So with that branch jetted, we're going to take the jet out and stick it in the next pipe, and then we'll jet that one. And again, you can see just how overdue a clean this line is by how dirty the water is coming back. Okay, so we're going to go for another change of line, and this time we are going to be jetting up the pipe towards the stack pipe that is behind me up against the wall. Okay, so we're going to go for a change of pipe again, and we're going to go to the one on the right hand side of this manhole. Now, I don't think this one goes very far, and I think it's redundant, but as we're here to jet everything, we're going to jet it anyway. So yeah, as expected, this pipe doesn't go very far at all. It probably goes in about a foot, if that. Okay, so I've took the jet off and I'm just going to poke it out this waste pipe. Now, I think this is an old sink that's now redundant, and the plastic pipe to the right hand side is its replacement. But I'm just going to push the jet up there anyway, because any sewage has gone back up there from any blockages. I just want to try and wash it out. And of course, whilst we're here, we need to give this chamber a good clean round as well. Okay, so editing this video slightly annoyed me, because when I wash this sewage in, you see it drop into the upstream line. Now, I didn't notice it was sat there until I've just watched the video back editing it. So ideally I would have cleaned that out, but where I was stood, I couldn't see it. Okay, so I wouldn't mind rebenching this chamber. It's a bit rough, but somehow I don't think they're going to get that done. Yeah, I've got a handle on this camera, so I ain't got ring keys then. Now, obviously that loose bit of sewage will soon wash through once they start flushing toilets and things. Okay, yeah, I'd imagine so at the moment, so. So once our hoses are wound up back on the van, that's us done at this site, and I can move on to the next job. Right, on to the next job of the day, which turned out to be a fire station where they've got some blocked rainwater gullies. So first thing I'm going to do is connect the water up to the jet and get the tank full up. And this is one of the gullies. As you can see, there's just a lot of leaves and stuff on the top. Now there's 3 down this side, so I'm going to start by taking all this loose stuff off the top. So that's that rainwater pipe gully done, so on to the next one. And then we're going to do exactly the same on the third one. So I think these are just covered in leaves. I don't think the actual pots are blocked. So what we're going to do is drag the jet and hose over, and we'll just pump some water down them and see if they fill up or see if they run away. So like I said, we're just going to wash the tops across and see if they take the water that I'm putting down them. So they all seem clear and running, so let's move on to a more blocked gully. So apparently this little round cover here that looks a bit homemade and this square one here is blocked. So we'll pop them up and see what we got. I'm just going to stick some cones across the entrance to the car park just so no one drives in a hurry. So yeah, my key was slightly too big for the hole in this cover, but I was determined to get it up, and under that cover I found another one. Of course, this is a good opportunity to get the pry bar in there. Now this tiny little chamber is absolutely full up with compacted mud. Okay, so judging by the state of the manhole, I thought the gully pot was going to be a lot dirtier than it actually was. So now I'm just going to pump some water down it and make sure it does go to the manhole that I think it goes to. So we're going to try and jet the manhole. For this I'm going to use a forward facer that also has 3 back jets. Okay, so notice that colour change in the middle. So that's the point where I'm suspecting this jet is going into the ground. Now I'm thinking possible soakaway or collapsed. Now, because it's a rainwater pipe and it's running away from the building towards none of the other drainage, I'm thinking soakaway. But yeah, apparently this ground is full of chalk, so that'll explain the lighter colour. So I'm going to keep jetting just to see what happens, because there's still also a chance that it's just a little section that's damaged. So I'm just going to see if I can get the jet a little bit further. It's not like I'm getting the jet stuck in anything yet, so we'll keep going a bit. So I'm just going to lift this manhole up over here just so the water's got somewhere to go to rather than just flooding. Okay, so the colour's changed again, and this time it's gone a very pale colour. So I'm thinking this jet's definitely in the ground, so I'm going to give up jetting it now before I make anything worse. Don't want to get the jet stuck in there. But, yeah, it's looking at the colour of it, I would have thought that's the chalk. So at this point, I think I need to go get a squeegee out the van. Right, so now that's the worst of it out of the way, let's give everything a bit of a wash down. Okay, so I'm just going to pump loads of water through here just to make sure that it's running away. I'm just going to squeegee the last of what's on the floor down here as well. Now, I don't think this Soakaway is going to start running away. Sometimes they do after you've jetted them, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be going anywhere in a hurry, so I think more than likely it's failed. Okay, so now we cleared out that mess, all we got to do is put all the tools back in the van, put the manhole cover back down, and wrap the hoses up. Okay, so I don't think I mentioned it at the start, but this place is a little bit tight to get the van in and out of. Now, believe it or not, we've had a lorry in that yard before, but we drove it through the building, which is okay if there's not a fire engine in there, which today, of course, there was. So I've had to go round the little tight bit round back. And finally we managed to get out. So that's us done for this video. If you like this video, please leave a like, leave a comment, I like replying back to them, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Please like and subscribe and leave a comment.